Hello everybody, welcome to Lord El-Melloi, the second Case Files episode 4 anime review. We had more I can't say that word, man, I'm keeping that stutter in. Apocrypha bros hanging out. What else happened? There was a lot of stuff, there was a lot of eyes glowing. Everyone loves glowing eyes. Mystic eyes, they're a thing. They're like in like Tsukihime as well, there's mystic eyes. See, I know my lore. I know. But yeah, this was a good episode. First episode to not wrap up its story in one episode, so that's good. I was hoping for that. I was hoping we'd get more complex mysteries, I guess. But yeah, anyway, let's crack on with the episode. There's quite a lot to it. I've got quite a few notes, which was necessary because blimmin' hell, there was a lot of jargon, and it's helpful to remember it all. Before we get started properly, I'm just going to let people know right now, I haven't remembered everyone's names. Like, a lot of the characters that are like one-offs, I haven't wrote their names down. You can't expect me to remember them. Sorry. You'll know who I'm talking about. You've seen the episode. You know. So, episode begins. We fight. We have Gray going to see old Waver, and he's in his room. I guess it's his office, room, whatever. Holding the, what do you call it? The fabric that you used to summon Iskandar, and he's like, oh man, I miss you, man. Stuff like that. There's more to it, but I'm paraphrasing. Obviously you've seen it, I don't need to go out word for word what they say. Then he calls Reiners. I listened to how he pronounced it this week, so I was like, okay, Reiners, fine. And he was like, yeah, I'll accept that job, whatever. Then we cut to, my notes just say, it's that guy from Apocrypha. You know, the one, Mordred's master. I wrote his name down, hang on. Shishigo. Kairi Shishigo. If I got that wrong now, I'm like an idiot, but that's fine. Yeah, he was there. There was a skeleton, what do they call him? Skeleton head, skull. He was looking at one of them, and I was like, oh, I remember you. What are you doing here? It's kind of weird. There's like all these like, not even cameos. They were like semi-important characters just from other shows. I know obviously Apocrypha is not a part of this universe. I know there's many alternate universes. That could be a whole other video. In fact, people have made whole other videos about that, so I don't need to. So thumbs up. Then we go to one of the teachers. He's blonde. I didn't write his name down. He's important to this episode and probably next week as well, but that's about it. He's getting confessed to by one of his students, I guess, and it's like, whoa buddy, hold the phone, watch what you're doing. Waver and Co waltz in and look less than pleased. Like, did you see the look on Reiner's face? She was like, what the hell? What is this establishment? We allow this kind of thing? Crazy. They walk in though, and so I'm going to make sure I get this right. This guy's dad got killed by, or like, there's magic lightning. There's more to it than this, but it's an incredibly basic rundown of how I understood it. Magic lightning kills a load of people, and it's something to do with the workshop of this family going out of control, whatever, and the workshop might get confiscated by another family, like a head family of the other family, and then yeah, and the guy doesn't want it to be confiscated, so he's like, please help me out and find out what happened. I think that's what's going on. As I said, this is one of them series, the Nasuverse, as it's as well known, where it's like, you got to be paying attention 24/7 to know like the ins and outs of the, not even the lore, what do you call it? I guess it is lore in a way. What's it called? The terminology and how the systems, I guess, how the magic works and all that. And I haven't taken that class yet, so I'll do my best. Before we get to that though, we have Reiners talking to a mysterious person about the Holy Grail War. They pull out some pictures and they're like, here's who we sent to the Grail War. I was like, I recognise you got killed. I recognise you weren't there. I haven't read Hollow Attraxia yet, so I'm assuming something because of that. So I'm just making assumptions. What happened after that? The person she was talking to, gotta get this right, is the brother of the previous El-Melloi in Fate Zero, his wife, who also died. He is her brother, I think. But yeah, they didn't really talk about much. It's probably really important, but I didn't think it was. Then we go to the train on the way to the thing. I'm just getting flashbacks because the English train system, English anything system is pretty bad. But You know, I could just complain about my own country for a bit, but let's not do that. On the train with the teacher, the workshop got reported to, I was going to say customs, not customs, policies, which is another department, so they're investigating also. Yeah. Then we have another bit, Waver's like, I'll do anything to get in the Holy Grail War again, and I'm like, oh, will he do it? Will he do it, guys? I don't want to spoil it, but, I mean, is it, I'm not even going to, why am I even entertaining that thought? Of course it's not a spoiler. Who's watching this without having watched other Fate? If this is the first thing you're watching, you must be so confused. I have a friend who was like, I might watch it, and I'm like, don't do it. Start at the start and work your way through. I know there's a lot to it, but don't jump in and just to confuse yourself, damn it. Why would you do that? But then they arrive there over the hill and everything, and Reiner's eyes start glowing because magic is my note. Because they react to magical energy, I think was the explanation given. So they glow because magic. Glowing eyes are cool, aren't they? They are just cool things. Just little side note. Glowing eyes, they're very cool. A storm starts up off screen, and then the crew, we get back to them. When they arrive inside the house, the teacher guy, the blonde guy, gets wrapped up in a snake thing because there's a woman from policies there and another woman who's from the head family who's trying to take over the workshop. I think I got that right. He's under arrest, the blonde guy, because they tried to... Right, necromancy's hard. So they tried to read the thoughts of the dead dad, but all the traces of him have been erased and stuff, and the only person that could do that has to be a necromancer, so therefore it must be that guy. And Waver rightfully says, like, hey, hang on a minute. There could be loads of necromancers about what are you talking about. Then he says, hey, you can't leave yet because of the storm. Let me investigate while the storm's on, and then I'll solve this problem that you guys have flubbed up, basically. And they agree. After they don't agree out and about. There's a bit of arguing, but eventually they agree, and the investigation begins. Ooh, what's gonna happen? I mean, I'm acting like all sarcastic. I actually enjoyed it, even though there wasn't that much real investigating from Waver this episode. Lord El-Melloi. I'll call him both. I said I'll call him both. I'll do that. Waver's alone with that teacher guy, the blonde guy. I say that's his name now. That teacher guy, the blonde guy. He's like, what's the other reason you call me here? There's a fairy in the house, you know. Exterminate the fairy, please. What? I didn't even know fairies were a thing in the Nasuverse lore, the Fate lore, the whatever lore. I didn't realize they were a thing, but I guess I'm not surprised, like I should be, but there was just a fairy there. Basically, the guy tells him, every time the fairy appears to give a warning, somebody dies. So I was like, oh crap, someone's gonna die. Who could it be? Not anyone important, but, you know. Then we cut, I was gonna say abruptly, it's not abruptly, to Reiner's and Graber. They're just chilling. Reiner's found a secret staircase, so her and Graber, and also the maid. I don't know what's up with the maid, she's like, liquid metal-y. Fine, whatever. They go check it out. Then her eyes start hurting because the ruins are super magical, I guess. Then there's a cave-in. She steps on a hidden compartment, causes a cave-in. They're saved by Shishigo with his sawed-off shotgun. Forgot he had a sawed-off shotgun. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Sawed-off shotgun. Sawed-off shotgun. That's hard to say. Basically, they're being attacked by spirits because they think they're rave robbers. Apparently, a sawed-off shotgun works on spirits. It's probably magic, actually. There's probably like magic bullets or something. In fact, I think that might be a thing. I don't remember Apocrypha too well, but a part of me is thinking that they might have mentioned something about magic bullets. So I'm going to say they were magic bullets. I'm not going to look it up. People can obviously doubt me. I doubt regular shotgun shells work on ghosts or phantoms or spirit, whatever they are. You know what I'm saying. So that group then they get back to the house essentially. Waver and that are just waiting for them at the bottom of the stairs, and they do their introductions like, hi, I'm Kairi Shishigo. I'm an important character in another show. And they're like, hi, I'm Waver Velvet. I'm also an important character in another show. And then the woman's like, why are you here, damn it? She looks really not pleased. After that, though, Waver is sharing a room with Reiner's, and she jokes about making babies, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I got no complaints here. That's funny. You need some funny sometimes. Waver slowly piecing together everything. He's like, I feel like I'm missing something. He's like, I'll be back in a bit. Then we go to the two women who haven't done much this episode. I don't remember their names. They're in the sauna, and she's like, I can't lose this workshop, grr. Yeah. So then Waver reads a book, and he's like, just as I suspected. I'm like, oh, what's he figured out? We'll have to find out next week. Credits. There's more though. Post credits. Graber wakes up. What do you call it? The El-Mellois, I guess. And he's like, hey, that woman died. That woman being the one from the head family who was sent down. If I've got any of this stuff wrong, by the way, please tell me, because I'd rather people call me an idiot and correct me. Maybe don't call me an idiot, but correct me. And I understand it better for next week, rather than I have this super long misunderstanding. I think I've got most of it, though. I mean, there might be a few things I misunderstood, but a lot of it was probably just, how does magic work? Because there's a lot to that. And I don't have time to look at the wiki for 7 hours. I long for those days when I could look at the wiki for 7 hours. You know, when you just click on article after article and you're like, oh man, that's so interesting how this fictional universe is put together. I think that's really interesting. I'm sure other people are like, you loser, I don't look at the wiki, I can't read. Who could read? This anime is only subbed, so if you can't read, I guess you speak Japanese. In which case, hi. What's hi in Japanese? Ohio? No, that's like... I don't speak Japanese, if you couldn't tell this. I'm rambling at the end of this, but that's fine. I enjoyed the episode. I liked seeing Shishigo show up. That was cool. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, ah, yeah, you're that guy. What makes me wonder if any other characters will show up from any other things. I'm trying to think who else could show up. I don't know. But they could do that. They could do something. It'd be interesting. If I see someone I recognise, I'll be like, I'll point it out. I'll be like, that guy from this. From frame 3 of Fate... No, we're talking about Fate Extra Last Encore. But, yeah, anyway, I'll end the video here because I'm rambling, and I'm sure it's been very entertaining hearing me ramble about stuff I don't particularly understand too well. But I'm doing my best. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and that for more other reviews. There's millions of them. I'll be doing this show every week, so chill out works. Chill out and watch with me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.